Hello, welcome to Verbling. I am teacher Oakley, and once again, it is time for the never-ending story. Okay, the point of this class, basically, is for the students to form sentences grammatically correctly using the proper vocabulary in a creative writing situation. We together are writing a story, and we have been doing so for 2, 3, 4 months now. Uh, um, what we do, the students will take turns each writing a sentence to continue well, more or less fantasy creative writing story. Now, we will begin the class by catching up, reading the last little bit of what we have written, so we have some idea of the context that we, in fact, should be writing in. And once we have done that, now I will make suggestions if necessary, but in reality, I would like you guys to do the creative part, and I would be acting more or less simply as an editor here. Okay, so I'm not writing this crazy thing, and it is crazy, and I don't really care how crazy it is. That's not really the point. The point is all about being able to write proper sentences with some kind of logical cohesion, order. Okay, where is everybody? Where's everybody today? Okay. Okay. Well, all right. Once, obviously, since the students are writing the story, I need some students. Where are you guys? Come on in. Let's kick this thing off. Well, just to give you guys some idea what's going on, I'll screen share this. Now look, we started way up here. We've got a good 1,540 words in. And we've managed 3 chapters. We're just killing it. Oh, okay. Doesn't always make sense, but it doesn't always have to. Okay, we'll pick it up from here. We'll read the last, I don't know, 300 words or so. And we'll try to have it make sense from here on out. Again, the point is for you, the student, to practice writing. You will be creating your own sentences in a creative writing exercise. I will function as the editor-in-chief. You want to learn English? You want to practice writing? This would be the place to do it. But of course, since the exercise is students writing sentences, I can't do much until there's a student. First thing we're going to do is we're going to read the last 2 or 3 paragraphs to get us caught up on the context where we are in the story. And then we can start writing. It's a crazy story. I have to tell you that. One thing we will note when we do we're going to check our work from last week, and one very important point when we do that, when we read it, every single time, every week when we review, I find at least one mistake. Hey, even the greatest authors in the world, when they write a novel, they rewrite that novel 8, 10, 12, 14 times because they make mistakes. The greatest writers that ever lived make mistakes. This is why if you write for the Washington Post or the New York Times, you have an editor. You would have to be some kind of inhuman, I don't know. It's impossible to write in English without making a mistake. So that's our first exercise will be to review and see if we can spot any mistakes that we missed in our last class. And then after that, we will proceed with writing, continuing the story, and you, the student, will get to choose what to write. Get your creative juices going and join me so we can get this party started. Time's a wasting, peeps. Let's go. Okay, basically, well, we'll read it anyway as soon as I have a student. But basically, past students for this class seem to favor the classic idea of the love triangle, and that's basically what we're looking at. A love triangle. Things have gotten crazy at the end. I think that you will see that. All right. Who wants to learn some English? Anyone? No? Yeah. Again, this class is creative writing that the students are writing sentences. I will help you with the vocabulary and sentence construction and any grammar, but it's up to the students to practice their English by writing sentences. I can write sentences. Really, I'm pretty darn good at it. So I'm going to need some students to actually join me, because I'm not going to write sentences. That's pointless. I could do that all day with two hands tied behind my back, blindfolded, with one leg cut off, and a pencil sticking out of my forehead. I could do it easy. How about you guys? You want to join me, or shall I just sit here? I'm not doing anything until somebody joins me. There's nothing for me to do. No? I'll give it about another 5 minutes. And then suddenly the power is going to go out. Om. Okay, let me reintroduce the class one more time. This class is a creative writing class. It's called The Never Ending Story. Students will take turns writing sentences, practicing writing correct sentences. It's a great opportunity to practice your sentence construction. Under my guidance, I will help you with the grammar and any vocabulary that you may need. Learning by doing, just interactive writing. This class is all about writing and the students writing. So since I'm sorry, but the class is fully booked, but no one is here. So I really can't do much with this class without, the whole point is for you, the student, to actually do something. So I can't, I'm not going to sit here and filibuster forever. Join me or don't. But if anybody is interested in learning to write, please join me in the next couple minutes. Okay. And this is why I won't be doing any more Saturday classes. Okay. Do 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 do. Okay, interactive class where you, the student, will actually create your own sentences and I will help you construct them. And this will be a great learning experience as you learn how to write creative writing in a logical way. But the thing is, I already know how to write. So there's nothing for me to do unless somebody joins the class. I've been sitting here for 18 minutes. There we go. Okay. Hello, Anna Christina. How are you?
Hello, Oakley. Where is the people?
Sorry? What's that?
Where is the classmate?
Nobody's showing up. Anna, I was very seriously ready to just close the class because nobody showed up. Okay. Anna, I'm glad you're here. All right, the first thing we're going to do is this is a class that I had been doing every week. Congratulations, Anna, you're here. This is the last time I'm doing this because no one shows up. So I'll just be taking Saturdays off from now on. Thank you very much. All right. Thanks, guys, for letting me know you don't really want to come to class. But Anna, you're here, so let's do some work. Let's practice some English. All right. This is a story that's quite long. Okay. Students have been writing for many months now, actually. And the idea is we're just going to keep the story going. Okay. First thing we want to do is try to kind of catch up with the idea of what's going on in the story. I don't think it's very important to go too far back because we want to get going. So, Anna, would you mind reading a couple paragraphs so we can get caught up here?
Okay, teacher. The sun was shining and the wind was blowing when Gaia knocked on the door, imagining that she would find Charles. Instead of her expectation to find Charles, she found a big noisy party in the house. She cried out loudly, "Charles, where are you?" There was no response to her. Since Charles
Where are we?
Since Charles,
Where are we? I'm lost.
yeah,
Where are we? Oh, okay. Here. Since Charles.
since
Okay.
Charles was
Charles.
busy,
Yeah. Okay.
Charles was busy in the other room in the pool. Then she yelled louder, "Charles, where are you?" And her voice was so loud that the whole world shocked. Gaia's efforts were inefficient because of the loudest stereo system in the world, which was overseen by a DJ. Charles was looking out through the slit of the door and her scared face, and he thought, if I stay here, she will come here sooner or later. If I go out, she might kill me. So he stood there motionless in the situation, stood between the devil and the deep blue sea. At this moment, a heavy silence befell the house, and a magic flying carpet coming through the window, giving him the perfect opportunity to escape unharmed. It was no wonder that he had this kind of crazy thoughts in his head. It was only the influence of alcohol, and Charles was completely drunk.
Okay, well, this story is completely insane, of course, but that's okay. That won't stop us from actually writing. Okay, a couple pronunciation notes, Anna. Knocked, knocked. When we have the past tense ed of a regular verb behind the voiceless sound of k, it's voiceless. Any voiceless sound when we use the past tense ed will be pronounced as a t. Knocked.
Not,
Knocked.
not,
Okay.
not.
All right. Okay. And imagining this G, it has a J sound. Ja. Imagining.
Imagine it. Imagine it.
Okay. That's good. And also whole. Whole. That's a H sound. Whole world. Shook.
Whole world.
Okay. And okay. And the other one. Okay. This word here. Now, Anna, when we have a T in front of this you often see in English Tion. This is very common. Okay. When you see this, the T is pronounced like SH, actually, not like a T at all. Motionless. Uh-huh.
Motionless.
Yeah. And you'll see that in a lot of words. Emotion, nation. There's lots and lots of words with Tion, and that T is always pronounced like SH. And then one more, which is a word very commonly mispronounced, and because it's not really spelled the way it sounds. Through, came in through the window. Through.
True.
Okay. The word through here, and the past tense of the word to throw, like throw a ball. He threw a ball. They sound exactly the same. They're actually homophobes, and they sound identical. Through.
True.
Okay, so here we have our crazy, crazy story. All right, to summarize what's going on here, just in the simplest way that we can. There's a woman, Gaia, who's knocking on the door. She wants to find this guy, Charles. Okay, but he's in the house at a party. Okay, that's basically it. The reasoning, Charles is married to somebody named Samantha, okay? But there's a rumor that Gaia is having an affair with Charles. So she's trying to confront him, and that's what's going on. Um, okay, and a magic carpet came flying in the window. There's some crazy stuff going on here. Charles doesn't know what to do. Gaia's still outside knocking on the door. What happens next, Anna? What would you like to happen next? And you can say absolutely anything you want. Really doesn't matter. Do you have any ideas?
A little.
Okay. All right. What do you got? What do you want? Go ahead, and I'll write it down.
Mm. Give me a second, please.
Yeah. Okay. Of course, in sentence construction, begin at the beginning. It's always, you're forming a sentence, so you're going to need a subject, noun, and a verb. No matter what else happens, the definition of a sentence, you'll need a subject, noun, and a verb. So that's a good place to start. So I would suggest your subject noun could be Charles, or the crazy woman outside, Gaia, or the DJ, or the magic flying carpet. Doesn't really matter, but you need to have a noun subject and then make them do an action, and that's it. Because you need a verb. Okay, any ideas? Yeah.
Maybe
Yes.
maybe Charles. Charles.
Charles. Not
Cha-
Charles. Charles. One syllable.
Charles.
That's good.
Charles.
Yeah, very good.
Charles. No, Charles. No. Maybe the next day,
Okay,
Charles.
wait, you want to start with the next day?
Yeah. The next day, Charles wants to see to Gaia.
Went.
Yeah, went to see to Gaia because he thought that she needs a good explanation about your bad behavior with her.
About what?
Bad behavior with her.
Okay. Now let's take a look here. The next day, all right, you start with a time phrase. That's great. Charles, subject, noun. Okay, great. Verb, went to see Gaia. Okay. Fine. Because he thought a good, okay, now this part needs some help after
He thought that
that's better.
she needed,
He thought,
no, she need.
well, okay, that she needed,
Mm-hmm.
okay, all right. Okay, now, all right. she needed a good explanation about bad behavior. Okay, we need to make this. We need a possessive here. His bad behavior. We need to define this a little more about his bad behavior. And of course, now that we know that it's his bad behavior, okay, it's really not necessary to have with her.
Mhm.
Kind of redundant. So, okay, there we go. All right. Terrific. Okay. And now what? While we're waiting to see if anybody else is brave enough to join us. Okay, looks like you're writing the story, so go for it. All right, what next? You can do anything you want. You can have dialogue. He said to her, and then quotes, or whatever you want. Totally up to you.
Okay. Charles.
Mm-hmm.
Charles feel really bad and worried.
Okay. Is that it?
But but
Huh?
but he know but he knew that he needs get get together. He need get together with Gaia.
Really? Okay. Uh, yeah, Charles is married to Samantha, but okay, whatever. These things happen. All right. Now it's past tense, right? Charles went,
Felt
Charles needed felt. That's right. So instead of feel, exactly, we need past tense, which is felt. Felt really bad and worried. Okay. Now, but here is being used as a coordinating conjunction between two simple sentences. You're putting two sentences together. So when we do this, we need to have a comma before the but. Here we go. Fanboys. These are the words, the 7 words that we can use to join two independent clauses or two simple sentences. So there they are: for, and, or, but, or, yet so. You can remember fanboys.
fanboy.
Okay. When we use that, we need a comma before any of these guys here that we're going to use to tie two sentences together. Okay. Anyway, but he knew that he need, again, past tense.
Needed.
All right. When we need, okay, after he needed
To get.
to get, we need to. That's right. It's actually, you're forming an infinitive verb here with Gaia. Okay. And now we're good to go. Okay. And then what happened?
Maybe Gaia feels really disappointing and sad.
Always and. Okay. Really disappointed. Person feels,
Disappointed.
yeah. Person feels disappointed. A situation is disappointing. Okay.
Disappointing, yeah.
Okay. So she felt disappointed.
And sad. She wanted. She wanted.
Wait, new sentence?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay.
Yeah. She wanted go away, and doesn't no go away and doesn't think about Charles. Doesn't.
Not dolphin. Okay. Are you sure? I like dolphins. Okay.
Teacher, are you kidding?
Yeah, I guess I am.
And doesn't think about Charles. She wants to start a new life.
She
Wanted.
wants
Wanted.
to start a new.
Starts. To start it, a new life.
No. When you have an infinitive, this is an infinitive. To and the verb. This verb is never going to have a verb tense. Or, well, it's always, the neutral present tense. Start. Always, always, always. Okay, now, wait a minute. Let's go back to the beginning here. She wanted go away. Now, okay, you've got your subject noun and your verb correctly, past tense. If you're going to follow that with another verb, actually a phrasal verb, go away. Again, with the infinitive, she wanted to go away. All right. She wanted to go away. Okay. And then another verb. And, okay. And doesn't think about Charles. And she wanted to go away. And so she wanted, doesn't think about Charles, doesn't matches. She wanted to go away. And instead of doesn't, how about you want to make a negative? And she wanted to go away and to not think about Charles. Okay, you see? Really, this, like this, okay? I want to learn to sing and dance. Okay, now in this sentence, really I'm saying I want to learn to sing and to dance, but I don't need to have the to a second time. You see? So this is what we're doing here. She wanted to go away and not think, and to not think about Charles. Now, here, Anna, you have another subject noun and another verb. All right, so this is another clause. In fact, this is another sentence. You got a subject and a verb, and it makes sense. She wanted to start a new life. Of course, that's a complete idea. So you've got really one sentence here, one sentence here. Now, you have choices. You can make these two separate simple sentences. You can combine them together. Again, you want to combine two simple sentences. Either you have to use one of our fanboys, or here's another way to do it. If you have two sentences which are very similar, they're very much related, which I think is what we have here. Another way to do it is to use a semicolon. And I think a semicolon actually works here because these ideas are very, very, very much related.
Semicolon.
Yep, that little punctuation there is a semicolon. That's right.
Semicolon.
That's it. Okay, so that's one way to do it. If we wanted, we could make a comma and write "and." She wanted to start a new life or something like that. But whatever. Let's just leave that there because why not? It's a good
She
example.
wanted to start a new life
And now what?
and
Let's get rid of
to and she really want to know new people with spending real and good time and now and now thinking anymore in chart.
Okay. Okay. I got lost. I'm sorry. If you really want to know new people,
My inspiration, teacher.
yeah.
I really want to know new people
Uh,
and spending real and go time with
go time.
them
Good time.
and good time and not with them, yeah, and not thinking anymore in charts.
All right. Now. Okay. Now wait a minute. Okay. Now we have a lot to talk about. Actually, on this sentence. Okay. Beginning with the beginning. First of all, okay, you're using one of these again. Fanboys. Wow, these words are crucial. Okay, you're using one of these to start a sentence. Now that may be possible. When we use, I don't know. Sometimes there are phrasal. Uh, there are phrasal, and so it was said that
Yeah, it's
blah blah blah
difficult
blah.
to use so, teacher. It's difficult. I don't know when I
No,
have to use so in a sentence, for example.
my feet hurt, so I put them on a pillow. Okay, you use so to show a result, like a cause and effect. Why
Mm,
you did something.
yeah. Ah,
Uh,
okay.
we have no money, so we argue all the time.
Mm,
Like that. Okay. Okay, but anyway, that's not really my point. My point is sometimes it's okay to use and to start a sentence. Usually when it's in a phrase used as a subordinator, but using it by itself like this is not good. This is what you've done is you've created a fragment. It's like a half
mhm.
a sentence. This won't work. Now, the easy thing to do if you start a sentence with one of these fanboys,
So,
look,
maybe so.
no. Look at it again. Do you really need it, or will it make it's perfectly the same sense without it? If it if you remove it and the sentence doesn't change and it makes perfect sense without it, then it never should have been there to begin with. Okay. You are just simply using it to sort of connect it to these earlier ideas, and you can't do it that way. All right. You can't start a sentence. Again, these fanboys are used to connect two simple sentences. So they're going to come in the middle of a sentence. They have to. They can't come at the beginning of a sentence. That won't work. All right. So we got to get rid of that. She really wants, again, we're telling a story. So it's past tense, right?
Wanted.
Wanted to know new people. Oh, okay, you got the infinitive correct. She really wanted to know new people and spend real and good time with them. Uh, okay. Should I say good time or good times? Good times. I think This is hard to explain, but we usually in English say good times.
Times.
Real and good times with them, and not thinking and not thinking. I think we again need an infinitive, and do not think anymore. Instead of in Charles, what would be better? You can't think in. I'm thinking in the cat. That makes no sense. What would be a better preposition? Think.
I'm not thinking anymore in him.
Well, I'm thinking of Charles, or
Mm,
maybe about Charles. You need a different preposition. That's my
yeah.
point. I think of something. I think about something. I don't think in something. We just never use that preposition after think. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. What next? What is guy gonna do? Buy a ticket, the plane ticket to Rio de Janeiro, or what is she doing?
Maybe not think anymore of Charlie, who only went dream and dreams.
What are you continuing the sentence here? I'm
Yeah, continue the sentence.
okay.
Who only wanted dreams and dreams.
What? What? Drinks
Yeah,
and what?
and dreams.
And what?
I remember that Charles was a light drink alcohol.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's right.
Charles has a problem with the alcohol.
Yeah,
And
maybe. Okay. Okay.
drinks. Okay, saying that
And,
maybe only wanted drink um, and dance with different
oh,
women.
damn. Oh, my goodness. What a cad. Okay. All right. Who only wanted um
He didn't. He didn't. He didn't mother. He didn't mother.
didn't what matter?
When you say I doesn't mother in past time, he didn't mother,
I don't know.
or he
I
didn't
guess
mind. I don't mind. Doesn't
he,
matter.
he didn't mind, or I don't know where you're going. Gaia didn't care about him, or he didn't care. Who doesn't care?
Yeah.
Yeah, who? Gaia or Charles? I don't know what you're.
Charles.
Okay. He didn't mind then.
He didn't mind.
It didn't matter to him. So he
Mhm.
didn't mind. There's
He
different ways to
didn't
say it.
mind
Okay. Do you mind? Is that
that
that? Okay.
Gala feels about him.
Uh, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Let me catch up to you here.
How do
Okay.
you say when someone only sing about self?
Yeah, we have a lot of words for that in English. Yeah. Well, okay. Let's see. Selfish.
Selfish.
Self-absorbed. Uh, egocentric. Narcissistic. Narcissistic. Yeah, we have a lot of ways to say that. Okay, but
Yeah.
hold that thought. Put that one on the back burner for a minute. Let's look what we've done here. With you've added a phrase, actually a relative, not a phrase. You've actually added a relative clause. All right. Who only wanted drinks and dance with different women? He only wanted, again, I think he only wanted to drink
Mm.
and dance with different women. All right. He didn't mind that Gaia felt about him, that Gaia felt that way about him. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. And now we're good. You feel, you can't just say, I feel. I mean, that makes no sense, right? You have to say how you feel. I feel angry. I feel happy. I feel that way. I feel a certain way. I can't just say, I feel. He didn't mind that Gaia felt. Felt what? You can never use that verb without saying how someone feels. All right.
All right.
All right. And now, selfish, self-absorbed, egocentric, narcissistic jerk. Oh my gosh! Wow.
Charts. Charts. Uh,
Yeah.
charts. Under no. Charts have understand that she was a selfish person, and she have to learn that he he needs change your attitude, forget forget uh, to be a happy person with Gaia.
I had just shut off my brain, and I was just
With
writing.
Gaia, who is who was excellent woman with him.
Now, wait a minute here. Wait a minute. Oh wow. Okay. All right. All right. Let's take a look at this. You know. Okay, Charles. Okay, so far so good. Charles, have understand.
Has. No has?
Okay. Uh, okay. All right. Now, okay, there's different ways we could say this. Had an understanding, but that usually means an agreement. I have an understanding with you, Anna. That means we have an agreement. So we don't really use have and understand unless this isn't really an agreement, is it? I don't think. Why not Charles understood? Or Charles believed, actually. You understand something, that means you comprehend. Uh, you know, is it really that he understood, or did he believe?
Understood. Have understood.
How about understood? Okay. All right. All right. Charles understood that she Was a selfish
No,
person?
that he was.
That he was a
Yeah.
shellfish. I'm sorry, selfish, not shellfish. He's not a shellfish. He's a shellfish. I understand that I'm a shellfish person.
Chalfis.
Sorry, I'm just being silly. All right. Now, hang on here. Charles understood that he was a selfish person, and she have to learn that he need to change her. What? Okay, and now I'm lost.
He have
And
learned.
okay, and he not have to. It's past tense, right? He had to learn. Again, when we make an infinitive, there's never a tense, but you have a verb behind to, it's always the pure present tense. Any verb behind to can't be past tense. Okay, and he had to learn that he
He will need it. We will need.
wait a minute. Charles understood that he was a selfish person, and he had to learn that he needed
Yeah.
to change her attitude or his attitude.
Her behavior, her actions.
His or hers?
His.
Charles? That's what I thought. Okay. Right. That he needed to change his attitude.
For to get.
Okay. For to get. Why not? How about instead of all this, for get to be, how about all of that can to become? How about that? In order, right? He wants to change his attitude so he can he can become a happy person. With Gaia, okay. All right. I think we need a comma. Who was excellent woman. Women, of course, are countable. One woman, two women, right? So we need to have an article here. Who was an excellent woman with him. Okay, now she was an excellent woman with him. I think what you really mean, I'm reasonably sure, is that he's an excellent woman for him because she makes him a better man. Is that the idea?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But before we go, one last thing I want to explain. If a man is good for a woman, that means she is a better person. She's more productive. She's more loving. She has a better life. If a man is good to a woman, that means he buys her presents and he takes her out to dinner. Maybe he spoils her a little and he takes care of her. So see, he does things to her. Okay, all right, specific things. If a man is good with a woman, that means the man is good when he's around her. So different meanings. We can say that phrase, but the different way with different prepositions, but the meaning changes a lot. A lot, actually. The meaning changes a lot each way we say that. Anna, Christina, thank you so much. You're so kind to join me, and I really appreciate it. But we're out of time, and you have a great night or day or whatever it is where you are.
Thank you, teacher, for your feedback. Excellent class, teacher. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye, Anna.